Thanks, Fisher. Today we're doing Hot Ones, where we've got hot wings and even hotter questions. And today's guest is Mr. Fabiano.
Hey!
Oh, Mr. Fab.
What's up?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, you just did that for me. But I'm Mr. Fabiano. It's super good to be here. Different to be on this side of the desk.
That's great. Would you like to tell us about a time you absolutely bombed a performance?
Yeah, when I first started in local news, had a stories about a 1.5 minute long package like what you guys do in this class, and something happened from the edit room to on air where the video file got corrupted and it cut to black like 45 seconds in. So we just cut back to me on air having to explain the second half of the story with no script. I mean, I was like dead in the eyes. Like I didn't know what was going on. And I had to kind of fumble through the rest of the story. Well, what a scene in the next 45 seconds would have been this, that, or the other. And I got called into my boss's office after that to be like, what in the God's name happened?
And have you made that mistake since?
No. Well, I don't even know. I still to this day don't know what happened because, again, it was like something happened when, you know, maybe I pulled the flash drive out before it exported, or I made some kind of mistake, and I still don't know what it is.
Nothing. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
It's okay. Now, my first mistake is being on this show because I don't like hot sauce. Okay, should we start with our first wing?
Yeah, what do we got here? I'm on the left, right?
Yes, we're both to the left.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see, we've got, what is this one? Just the regular?
This is just the classic
all-in sauce?
Garlic Fresno.
Ooh, I like Fresno peppers. I'm going to get hot sauce all over this desk. And it's going to be great. You ever watch the one that Shaq did?
No.
No, it was awesome. He kind of does the same thing. He just shoves them into his mouth. Man, you're going to struggle.
Yeah, I'm already screwed. I actually have this one at my house. I don't eat it.
Why do you have it?
For Sam.
Oh, okay.
Or other people in.
Your brother likes hot sauce?
Mm-hmm.
I love
He
hot
probably
sauce.
like uses a bottle per.
I'm going to be that dad that, like, you know, eventually when my kid is like 6 or 7 years old and he doesn't know what to get me for Christmas, and he's paying for Christmas presents with my money anyways, he's probably going to end up getting me like a case of hot sauce like this.
Yeah, you should. I think it's a great gift.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. And what would you use the hot sauce with?
No, wings, eggs.
So you're a meat smoker.
Yes.
Big smoker.
Yeah, big time smoker of meats. Barbecue is definitely a big hobby of mine. But I would put hot sauce on like my ribs and stuff like that. I put them on big scrambled eggs and hot sauce guy, big time breakfast tacos. We eat a lot of taco salads at our house, and so hot sauce goes on all that stuff.
That's great. If you could relive any single day from your past, what day would you pick and why?
Are you going to make me pick between my wedding and when my kid was born?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I cried when my kid was born. I didn't cry at my wedding, so I guess it would be, I don't know. I can't pick between my wife and my kid.
You didn't cry over your wife, wow.
I mean, I held it in, but I couldn't hold it in when my kid was born. You know, it was just so overwhelming at that moment.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, I mean, both of those days definitely changed my life. I think the birth of our son was like super overwhelming. I don't know that I've ever felt like that before, so I guess I would relive that day because it was equally as good as my wedding day, but more overwhelming, if that makes sense.
How's it being a first-time dad?
Well, I got a lot of bags under my eyes. It's great.
We can tell.
No, it's awesome. It's the best thing in the world. You know, when he laughs at us and you know, we can get him to chuckle and giggle and stuff like that. Yeah, it's the greatest.
That's great. Okay. Oh, I guess it's time for our
time for
second
number 2.
wing.
All right. What's this one? This is in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Barbacoa Los Calientes heat level.
Okay.
4 of 10.
Spanish. Is this like barbecue sauce? Is barbacoa like
Well,
barbecue?
Barbacoa is, I believe, it's kind of like pulled pork. It's kind of more of the marinade that goes into it, I believe, than it is the actual way you cook it. I think it gets like slow roasted, just like regular pulled pork. This says this hot sauce evokes the origins of barbecue by adding chipotles, which I put in my salsa when I make it home. So it's gonna be earthy. It's gonna be spicy.
Earthy.
It represents the middle of the lineup where heat and flavor meet in perfect harmony. So there you go.
Well, I'm excited.
You should be. All right, let's dig in.
Okay. Oh.
Definitely got that chipotle flavor.
Mm-hmm. This
If you
one's
ever
not
buy,
as bad.
you ever buy the chipotles in adobo sauce at the grocery store?
Mm-hmm.
I put those in my salsa, so this tastes exactly like it. You get too much, it's hot, but this is good. I would buy this hot sauce at the store.
Oh, well, you can take it home with you today.
No, I'm not here to steal students' food.
I will not be eating this again. Trust
Oh,
me.
but you brother will.
True. All these sauces are 0 calories for those at home. If you like some.
Because it's all just peppers and vinegar.
Show your plate to the camera to show how little you've eaten versus bad.
Hold up the weight.
Lift it up. Like, I have eaten so little.
I'll eat them after.
Our producers are telling us to show you the the meat on the bone, so just here you go. So I've cleaned my bones. Where are you at?
Where am I at?
You've taken one bite.
This one was rough.
The first one?
This one was rough.
Come on.
It was the start.
You know, I had more faith in you.
Sorry to let down.
It's all right. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Okay,
Oh,
Dad.
yeah.
To Dad makes sense. The dad jokes never
Why don't
stop.
you got the celery. That'll help dull the pain. You have water. You know, water makes it worse.
No, it's helping.
It's okay. Water just spreads it all around. You got to drink milk. It's a rookie mistake.
I don't like milk.
Well, you're going to have a real fun time with the next one.
Okay. Now, before we go in, what was a moment in your career when you thought, this is really happening?
Oh, man.
Probably this, right?
Yeah,
probably
doing this
this.
right now. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe this one's happening. I took that question to be like a good thing, and now I'm like rethinking my answer. You know, I would say is kind of before my career got started. I was a college junior going into the summer between my junior and senior year. I applied for an internship at ESPN, and there's 10,000 people that apply for the same internship every year, and they hired 2 people in the department that I got. So I was like 2 out of 10,000 people. And I remember they called to do a phone interview, and I was sitting in my garage in Goose Creek, or sitting in my driveway in Goose Creek, South Carolina, just pacing up and down the driveway. I was like 20 years old at the time, and I'm just like, I mean, why? Like, I'm just some kid from Goose Creek, South Carolina, where there are no geese and there is no creek. And, you know, I had this kind of opportunity to do this kind of what was a really big deal at the time. So that was one. And then the other was, you know, August 14th of 2014, we launched the SEC network. And all of us, so we transferred down, I transferred down from Bristol to Charlotte like maybe 2 months before we launched the SEC network. And we all were sitting in this room and we watched it go up live together. So we aired our first studio show that night. And everybody who wasn't a part of that particular show, we all just kind of sat in this big open space and we watched it, and we were like, man, like there are, 50 people that helped launch an entire network, and we all kind of shared that together, so that was pretty cool.
And how did you end up here?
So I tell anybody who asks, you know, I loved my work, and I love the people that I worked with. Television is a young man or a young woman's game, and you know, I tell people I was spending 8 days a week in planes and hotel rooms and out of suitcases and things like that. And as I got, you know, I was mid to late 20s when I decided to get into teaching. So there's 2 things. Number one, I wanted to be closer to my family, so I grew up here. And number 2, you know, I looked at the things, you know, buying a house and eventually having a family, like the things that I have now, I didn't want right then and there, but I knew I wanted that at some point. And you're not doing that living out of hotel suitcases and things like that. So I wanted to have something where, I could be just a little bit more, I guess, at home and have sort of that, 1950s American dream picket fence lifestyle, I guess, so to speak. And so it's super rewarding. I would tell any young person that it's super fun, it's super fast paced, it's super adrenaline rush, but it's a lot. It's like I felt at 27, I felt like, the 32-year-old running back in the NFL. He's only 32, but he might be the oldest guy in the league.
Yeah. If you could be anywhere but here right now, where would you be?
Well, I mean, I'd be with my wife and my son.
No, isn't that crazy?
But
So
I mean,
crazy.
well, I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't be sitting on the couch. I'd be. I don't know. I've left the country twice. We went to Greece last fall, or last spring, and then I spent my honeymoon in the Dominican Republic. Starting to sweat. The bald.
I
gets
see
to the
it.
sweat. Spent my honeymoon in the Dominican Republic, and I can't wait to go back there. And so I stay with my wife and my son, but I don't know that I want to take a baby to the Dominican Republic. So maybe leave my baby with my dad or something like that, so my wife and I can go on like another honeymoon. That would be fun.
That would be fun. Okay. Well,
What else you got? Is it time for another wing?
let's answer one more.
No, you're trying to stall.
If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive,
Oh man.
who would they be and why?
All right, so.
Not in your family.
Not
I'm
why.
excluding that.
All right, so I'll go Tom DeLonge, guitarist of Blink-182.
Classic.
A lifelong fan. I don't think there's anybody on the planet that knows more about Blink-182 than I do.
Don't think anyone even knows what Blink
Yeah,
182
all
is.
right. Well, I'm old. All the
Sorry.
small things. You don't know that song?
Can't stop.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, that's them. I don't know. It'd be wild because I'm such a fan. So I definitely would fanboy.
What would you eat?
Oh man, he's from San Diego. Fish tacos. That's the big thing in San Diego. So I think some
Fish
fish tacos or Mexican food. Mexican food from Sombreros. They have
Okay.
a joint in San Diego that they used to go to as a band. So Mexican food from Sombreros. See, I told you, I know more than anybody.
Super
I
fan.
know. So that would definitely be one. I would fanboy a little bit. He also, it does all this like UFO work and stuff. So I just think that would be a wild conversation to have. Let's see, who else? You said 3 people, right?
Yes, 3
Okay.
people.
I would say, man, I don't know. Dead or alive? Dead or alive? So I'm trying to think who. I'm sweating, and it's not because of the wings. It's because I don't know how to answer this question. I'll say Chipper Jones, because he's my favorite baseball player of all time. I don't know how interesting the conversation would be, but he's a childhood hero. Actually, let me change. Not Greg Maddux. I'd like to talk to Greg Maddux.
Is he also a baseball
He's
player?
yes, he's a pitcher for the Braves. Won like 4 straight Cy Young
Classic.
awards. So I would like to talk to him because he's got. I just think the way he talks about pitching is awesome, and I want to hang out with him.
And
then,
listen to Blink 182.
and listen. Maybe he's a Blink-182 fan. I don't know.
Maybe.
He lives in Vegas, so that'd be. I've never been to Vegas, so I'd go to
So
his
if you
place.
could be
I'd go to
anywhere,
his
you
place.
would go.
I'd go to
with
his
him in
place.
Vegas.
And let's see, number three. I would say any of the founding fathers, not for how they founded this country, but for what was life like without air conditioning.
Okay. You
Like,
would not,
how
you
do
would
you
not
found-
do very
no,
well.
How do you find a country? How do you
Yep.
establish a country with 0 air conditioning?
I would be gone.
How do you not just like constantly like just man, it's hot
Yeah.
in here?
Well, maybe they were ripped.
Maybe
and just
that's
had
why
their
they.
shirts off all the
I don't
time.
know. Like you see any pictures?
But they
of
wear
Ben Franklin?
wigs.
Yeah,
that
I know. And those
holds the
hot,
sweat
stuffy.
in.
Yeah, and they're Ben Franklin. I don't think exactly was like a picture of health. I mean, I don't know.
Picture of Elf.
A picture of health.
Oh.
I don't.
I don't think any of them.
But I want to know, like, I mean, it'd be cool
Or
for the
without a
founding
light
of this
bulb.
country, but I want to know what, like,
Did they have light bulbs before then?
well, he invented electricity. Thomas Edison invented the light
Light
bulb, or
bulb,
Nikola
okay.
Tesla. I don't know if Edison stole it from Tesla or not. I don't know. I'm going to get fact checked here, and I don't know. But I think it more so not for, Yeah, I can read about the founding of the country and the history books, and I can go see a Ben Franklin impersonator in Boston and do the Freedom Trail and stuff, and that stuff's awesome. But I want to know how you founded a country in a hall with a bunch of angry dudes wearing wigs with no air conditioning.
Maybe they wouldn't have been angry without air
I would.
conditioning.
You ever sat in a hot room? You ever lost power for like an hour in the summertime?
Yeah, it's miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now try to write the Declaration of Independence with no power and no AC. You just by candlelight and a feather pen? I mean, you don't think that was like, I don't know. I think I might I don't know. That would,
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
No, I definitely could not. The series on.
All right, yeah, I think you're just trying to stall for these wings.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What's the final one? Read the song.
Oh, the final one is this one here. The Last Dab, experience spelled with an X. Over 91% pepper X hot sauce. Welcome to the experience, Spice Lords, the most extreme version of The Last Dab. Here's the thing, is this thing is drenched in sauce, and this says The Last Dab. Like we're supposed to just dab it in there. All right, so there you go. The main ingredient, Smokin' Ed Curry's Pepper X, is officially the world's hottest chili, and we've pushed it to the max. Add a dab to your favorite foods and live the hot ones tradition. There you go.
Okay.
So Pepper X from Ed Curry. Ed, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mm,
I don't want to do this.
that's hot. And I got no napkin. That's hot.
Oh,
That's hot. And it's supposed to be a dab. Mm.
it's actually kind of good.
Yeah, you gotta put your adult pants on for this one. It's clean.
Do not drink the water, Amelia.
It's clean. Told you it's gonna get worse.
Help!
Just a sip of water.
Eat your celery. Mm. I'm
I
sweating. Can
can't
you see
breathe.
that?
I can't breathe.
There's sweat.
I'm
That's
gonna
hot.
cry. I can't breathe.
Man.
My-
Whew. That one is hot. Oh, man. You got any more questions?
My eyes.
Oh my god.
What's
Kelly?
the most? My eyes. What's the most?
Ah.
It got in my eye.
Yeah, that's
I
hot.
can't see.
Man.
My eyes are burning.
Well, don't touch them with your hands.
I can't open my eyes.
Amelia, stop touching your face.
I can't see. Okay, someone has to finish this interview.
Well, here, hand me the sheet. Which one is it?
5.
What's the most unusual food you've ever tried? And how did it compare to these wings? Well, nothing has made me stop talking to my tracks. I did this before with a kid 3 years ago.
I can't see.
And man, I think we just dabbed him because that was, oh my Lord.
I can't hear. My ear hurts.
That,
Help me.
yeah, keep bringing you just keep those coming. It's starting to, I'm starting to be able to tolerate it. Man, that was supposed to be dabbed and you just straight up, I'm going to tell you, she spun these like, like you're ordering them from a restaurant. Oh, man.
That was the worst 2 minutes of my life.
Oh, it's starting to get a little bit better. Man.
Oh my God, I can't hear. My left ear is burning.
This was your choice.
This was awful.
I just came along for the ride. Most unusual food. I ate octopus on my honeymoon. It was weird. It was good. Not a big seafood guy, let alone, I don't know.
I need the
sea
nurse.
snake or something. I don't know. And you can see like the little suction cups on the tentacles.
God.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Nasty.
I thought. But, you know, when in Rome, we tried it. It was very good.
Mr. Scott, do you need a towel?
I need
I'm good.
help. It keeps coming.
Yeah, I'm crying. I'm trying not to touch my face. You're terrible at this. No, you don't.
How did you eat the whole wing?
Well, because I'm a grown man. You know? I mean, I'll clear your sinuses.
That was, my eyes are still burning. Okay.
You know, people only dab, I'm telling you, people only dab these. We
Oh, it's
shook
back.
them up.
Okay, someone's got to end the show.
Well, here, just go ahead and get us off the air.
Thanks, guys. What?
That's going to do it for us. Maybe Amelia will never do this again. We hope that you try Fisher Bond's chicken wing recipe. You know, it's just it's a great American classic. We appreciate Fisher every month teaching us how to cook and things like that. You know, you got to be a TV pro here, Amelia.
Yeah, I don't care. I was just trying to get through this
Guys,
point.
try Fisher's recipe on chicken wings. It's great. Do this on your own time. You might need to sign a waiver, but that's going to do it for us. Amelia, she'll see you next time.
Okay, I need help.
No, you don't.
I
No.
need Grace, come here.
That was brutal. That last one was hot.
Like, can I have your chicken?